The magic happens. What's up, everyone? My name is KB. I'm your host. I'm here today at Fat Tuesdays in Fairfax, Virginia, a place where I grew up playing music at since 2016. They have an open mic. They have a jam night. They got karaoke. And I'm here with my friend Habeen, or Bean. How are you, Bean? Here you go. I'm in a smoke.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Overall, I'm good. I think, as we go through life, life is peaks and lows. And right now, I'm at a place where, it feels low, but it grows, like we grow. And I guess through the highs and lows, we grow to the best of our abilities. And that's where I'm at, without going into specifics. I think it's... life is a process, and the people like you we have in our lives is, helps that process. We surround ourselves with people who help that process. So I think that's really important to me.
I feel like we are lucky to truly, I feel like we, in this area, in Nova specifically, and growing up here, I feel like we are beyond lucky because we get to hang out and sharpen our musical, for music specifically, we get to hang out and sharpen our musical muscles with other phenomenal musicians on and off the stage. And the fact of the matter is that we have places like this that shut down because of this place is still open. Fat Tuesdays is still open. We lost a lot of places that used to be around here before the pandemic, and those places are gone forever. But truly, like, being able to go out every single night of the week, find a place to go play music at in front of an audience with actual musicians instead of a backing track or whatever, is such a blessing. Because I lived in LA and I turned 22 in LA 10 years ago, and they don't have what we have here in Nova. And we're right outside of Washington, D.C., which is insane. But the idea behind this whole thing, since Jericho passed, I want to shed light on what we have here. How we live our lives as musicians, not just in this area. Dude, what I realize is that everywhere I go, it's the same. The truth is, music chooses these people to become whatever the fuck happens to you when music chooses you to become a musician. And you choose to truly fucking focus on this thing and sharpen your mind and be able to actually almost manifest music on this realm as opposed to play music, I'm past this to you, sorry.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think, like, music in a large sense is being to me. And, it's not just that you play music or you participate in music or you listen to music. I think, when it comes down to, your being is music in some sense, right? And, like, I think that, whether you are chosen by music or you choose the music, I think either way, the most successful musicians are the ones who are music.
Like the funniest comedians are the ones that speak the truth.
Exactly, and I think as musicians we are playing truth. We are, like, the music is the truth, and what we speak is, whether it's something that we feel or something that we think, it is the truth in the moment. The sounds that you hear are the truth in the moment. But yeah, like you said, I mean, it's amazing to think that, somewhere where I've lived and grown up my entire life in Nova, that we have the resources to share our being, our music like this, right? I mean, the existence of, Fats being a few minutes away from me is remarkable, and I think that's really the crazy part about, like, growing up here is not only having the places to think about music and listen to music, but to share my music is something that's really important. And I do think that,
What's your favorite thing about music?
That's really hard to say. I think, it's it feels. I mean, going back to what we were saying before, I feel like I love music because it encompasses our whole being, right? It encompasses the heart. Yeah.
If you allow it.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's all I have to say about it.
Yeah.
If you allow it to.
Yeah, if you allow it to, and I think if you allow it to consume your thinking, if you allow it to consume your feeling, right? It's everything, right? Like when I'm playing music, I'm thinking, I'm feeling, I'm living, and it is.
You know what? Not to intrude, but when space and time ceases to be, when we're all locked in, and everybody's breathing the same, and the music takes over, and we don't even have to talk about the transitions. They just happen to be. It's magic. Yeah. It's real magic on this realm. And the fact of the matter is that human beings are true portals that are able to bring forth art as such. You know? And dude, being able to play music has allowed me to make magnificent friends that I will be dead today without. Like Jericho. Like a lot of people. Shout out Jericho. This whole documentary is for you, bro. I love it. Tell me about Jericho.
I think the difficult thing is that, you know, we have come together because in support of Jericho, and in support of what Jericho has shared with us and shared with you, shared with me. I think I've come into this this interview knowing that this is the purpose, and it hurts to say that, you know, I wish I had more time with Jericho, right?
I wish you did too.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean,
Dude, he loves you. He said nothing but the best things about you every time we talk about you.
Yeah, that's so incredible to hear, and you know, like the true wish. I mean, this is something that, you know, I know that you would wish as well. You would so much want to be able to share this space with not just you or me, you and me, or you and Jericho, but to share all three of us a space together.
He just literally, I'm going to ask you this question on his behalf because he would have asked you this question. Yeah. What's your favorite Pokemon?
My favorite Pokemon? Mm-hmm. Oh, shoot. God. I'm going to go with one of my first starter Pokemon choices when I played the games, which is Squirtle.
Yes, dude. Awesome.
That's awesome.
Classic.
Yeah, it's classic. Yeah, can't stray too far from the classics.
Dude.
But yeah, I mean, it's difficult because, you know, we are having. We're not just having a conversation about Jericho. We're having a conversation with Jericho about music. As always. Yeah, as always. Yeah, exactly. And I so wish that seeing for example, what Jericho meant to you and what Jericho has said about me, I just wish we had the time and space together more for me to say even more about Jericho. But I think that's the important thing that I come away with is
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about music. He wants to know about music too. So like, how did you start playing music? Why music? Why are you doing music?
Yeah, I don't I think.
Wait, let me ask you this. Why are you being music? Why music? And why did you choose music? Or did music choose you? And what is your favorite thing about music? A loaded music question.
I think it's funny to think about because, you know, in a literal sense, I guess my choice to play music was just in the 5th grade when I needed an elective, and I decided to, you know, switch from orchestra to band, and I chose a trombone. But it's funny to say that because, you know, that when I say it as, it somehow is more meaningful to think about it as the music choosing me as opposed to me choosing the music, because it doesn't feel like I you know, sat carefully and thought about this decision that I'm making. I just kind of fell into it, and that has consumed me.
So right? It did trigger something in you. It did trigger some sort of. Sorry, I'm looking for a honey packet in my bag, and I think I didn't pack one, but I have honey in my backpack, and I will be sipping some honey momentarily. ADD, I'm so sorry. What were you saying?
I was saying that it's funny to think that it's more meaningful to me to say that music chose me than me choosing the music.
Yes. Sorry, I remember. So music triggered something within your vessel, within your soul, and within your spirit to go ahead and act upon an idea that you had, that you wanted to one day produce sounds into a room and just be there and just feel it because you want to play. Not because you want to play for people, not because you want people to look at you, not because you want to be famous, not because you want to do any of this shit. Truly because your vibration wants to resonate with these notes. What I realized as a guitar player, listen man, you play the trombone. So you are playing with your lungs. You are being the music.
I feel the vibration.
Playing the piano, playing the guitar, different. Playing the bass is kind of similar because of the way you can feel the bass behind you while you're playing, so it's more internal as well. But dude, my guitar knows me so well because of it's against my body, and I have felt those notes E, A, D, G, B, E. You know what I mean? Like all those notes, whatever, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You know what I'm saying? Those notes have resonated in my fucking cells, dude. My cellular walls literally understand how the fucking vibe works because of how long I've been doing it. And for myself, not for people. And I went to Epicure when I was 16. Sorry, you're not done answering the question. I'm gonna pass this to you.
No, I was just gonna say that. I mean, well, you know, with the things that
music chose you. We got that one.
with the things that you just said right now, I think like maybe in some sense I think it's just different across instruments, the way that you feel what the instrument is giving you, right? For me, with the trombone, right, we share the lung, right? So the breathing aspect of playing like a wind instrument is one of the most essential aspects, right? Because you're not just. It's not even that you're breathing with the instrument. The instrument is your breathing.
Dude, watching you do it is so powerful.
Yeah.
Watching Brother Jimmy play the saxophone is so powerful.
Yeah.
How y'all are so fluid and alive is so powerful.
Yeah.
Versus how continuously I am able to play on the guitar and shred for an entire hour, perhaps. I will sit there shredding.
Yeah.
And not sound as good as somebody with a trombone, hitting somebody with a trumpet, somebody with a saxophone, just hitting the right vibrations, dude, in the right spot.
Shot 2.
Sorry, we were saying?
What were we saying?
Talking about music and places that are similar to, talking about music.
Yeah, we're just talking about music.
You said you were in the orchestra, and then you switched to
band, to wind band, switch to trombone. Yeah, it's funny. It's
What'd you learn?
I guess the funny thing is, like thinking about, like for example, switching from orchestra to wind band was a choice, and I think. It maybe goes back to what you give is what you get, right?
Dude.
So, I think.
I like that.
Yeah.
I love that. That sounds fair.
Yeah.
Things like that are truly fair because everybody has a fair chance.
Yeah, everybody.
Truly.
Yeah.
Depending on your work,
Yeah.
like it's truly. Music is powerful, man. All the arts are like that. I feel like. Sorry.
Yeah.
I wish I had a small mic stand and another microphone. I need to get on that. I have another microphone in my storage room. I just have not gone to my storage room yet. I need to go across that.
Yeah, it's funny because like what I gave was as simple as just deciding that violin wasn't right for me and that I needed to try trombone.
How long did you play the violin for?
Just a year.
Cool.
Just a year.
Cool.
in fourth grade, yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to produce a note of the violin properly, and that deters a lot of people from playing. And when you have teachers,
When you have teachers that like want to show you the correct way from the jump, I appreciate them correctly and truly and wholeheartedly. They mean well, truly. They would like for their students to be up to par with people. But for me, the fun of it means the world to me. The reason I play is because I'm having a great time. Because if I wasn't, why would I want to do this, dude? Why didn't I go to school for something else and try to be a dentist? I wanted to be a dentist when I was a kid, dude. That was my dream. You know, I didn't like dentists touching my mouth, and it never felt good. You know, I was like, y'all hurt my gums. Like, I'd rather just do this for people because I'm a little aware. You know, I can sense what other people are feeling through my actions nowadays more than I ever did in the past. But playing music has given me a reason for living right now. Because, dude, without this mission and this will, I truly have nothing to live for around here except for my mom and my sister, which is cool. I'm so glad to have family, you know, and my friends who are people that I share the same dream with, dude. Because the point is to play music and talk to people and travel and go see places, you know. Unless it's not the point at all and I'm just running around in this fucking infinity circle of wanting to accomplish something in a lifetime that I might never even be able to come close to a tiny droplet of possibility of actually, like, scratching the itch that my spirit wants to express on this realm here that we call the physical. True story. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I mean, to expand on that, I mean, I feel like, you know, it's, everything's in balance, and it's not enough to say that I find it not truthful to say that living for myself is the entire reason why I'm here. At the same time, I don't feel that living for others is the entire reason why I'm here, right? Everything's in that balance, and I think that finding that meaning in the self with other people is kind of life. I mean, you know, if I weren't strong myself, you know, would I be here? If others weren't strong with me, would I be here? And, you know, that's really hard to say sometimes.
After this, during the storm I'm going through right now, I've been saying two things a lot. Is that the ability to withstand makes a man. And that friends are easy to make, but shipmates are so hard to even run into, let alone befriend or talk to. True shipmates. And I lost one of the best shipmates I've ever had in my life. During this entire, I'm going to call it an odyssey just to be weird, but my life has been nothing less than, because I ran away with my mom from my dad with my little sister because of my childhood. And since my father passed 2 days before Jericho passed. And I'm glad I had 2 days with Jericho to share the pain of not having my dad around. Because his father, Rico passed away 17 years before my dad and Jericho in the same week. So Jericho was at my house a day after my father passed away. And he showed up with boba tea. Gave me the biggest hug he ever gave me. And he was like, dude, you needed that hug, didn't you? And he started laughing. I was like, yes, I did. Yes, I did. And we sat down, we watched Dragon Ball Z, and we folded my laundry. We just were being together. And he went home. And I never saw him again. You know, when I heard that he died, I just didn't want him to be alone. And he was sad. So I was wondering if whatever. You know what I mean? But that wasn't the case. So, he wasn't alone. And he wasn't sad. And I'm glad. Because my brother loved the clouds. He loved flowers. And he's in everything that resonates and that is being and that is alive. Because he was part of music too. He's part of Nova. To me, Jericho is one of Nova's most important fucking people that I've ever met in the music scene. Regardless of who I've met. Because of the impact he's had on my life. He was my first music teacher. He gifted me a book called The Music Lesson. And he threw me on this journey of music because I needed it. That's what I wanted to do. And I met him. I got to meet the teacher. My teacher. And then I got to meet the teacher, Reggie Wooten, in the flesh. And talk to him about music. And he shared music wisdom with me. And I'm so grateful for him and my time in Nashville. That was such a journey, dude. It's all been such a journey. Thank you so much, brother Jericho. Kuya Jericho, bro. The name of this documentary is Your Friend Jericho, because he would have been friends with a lot of these musicians I'm meeting. And the more I meet them, the more I understand why we are the way we are. And the fact of the matter is, it's not copy-paste everywhere, but it is similar vibes and intentions when it comes to musicians. Some are good, some are bad, but at the same time, the truth of people who be music, you understand what I just said. I'm going to pass this microphone to you, please. You lead this. I'm kind of tired, so I haven't slept a lot.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know where to go with it too, so I feel like I'm pressured because I'm holding the mic. Up to you, wherever you want to take it.
Yeah, I think, I'm glad that we're sharing this, passing this mic, and we're sharing the camera, and I'm glad that the things you said that I heard that really resonate with me are on the computer and on the camera, because I think having this moment to remember and to share is really powerful, and I'm really glad that you have this on camera and on
It's a little
mic.
stamp
Yeah.
of us being here.
Yeah, it's a little stamp.
That's it.
Mhm.
That's all this is.
Yeah,
So when people ask questions or want to know, you can just watch the video.
exactly. Yeah.
You don't have to bother me. I don't want to be bothered. I'm not even bothered by anything. I don't want to talk to anybody about anything. I want to talk about music.
Yeah.
I want to smoke weed and tobacco together because I like the masculine and the feminine mixed into paper on this realm. Because everything I'm doing currently is on all realms. I am considering every single possibility of being outside of this flesh.
Yeah.
And the idea is to gain light, not to lose anything. I'm tired of losing. I've been a loser my entire fucking adulthood, dude. I'm tired of losing things. I'm tired of losing people I care about. I'm tired, dude, of working for bullshit, to pay for bullshit, for a place to sleep so I can wake up and do the same bullshit again when I want to fucking play music. I'm not trying to fucking be a bitch and not get a job. I have a job right now and I am employed by the universe to make sure that this will is out into the fucking world, dude, on this realm and on all realms. It's just hard, man, when like I want to call Jericho and tell him about some of the stuff I've been going through and I can't. But I know he's watching, I know he's laughing, and I know he's smiling. He goes, dude, he loved anime and I'm living one right now, dude. Do you like anime?
Yeah.
I like anime-wise, I like Yu-Gi-Oh! I like One Piece. I grew up on Naruto. Completely grew up on Naruto for the most part. Dragon Ball for sure. Pokemon, Digimon. One Piece as of recent, because Jericho got me to start watching it, and I binge-watched the fuck out of it in 3 months. I got from episode 1 to episode like 700. You know what I mean? And now I'm like still not done with it, but I'm still watching it, but I had to stop watching it because when Ace died in that show, I can't really watch that show currently. I need time. You know what I mean? Because that's similar. I'm gonna go play music in Japan in January with my friend Tetsuya, who used to live here, who's part of the DMV music scene, who used to go to these jams that we were talking about, that currently lives in Tokyo, and I'm gonna play music with him. Jason Hayes and I are gonna go there in January and play music with him, and I'm gonna talk to the people who created One Piece about hearing Jericho's tale. And if they want to make a little side quest arc about us, I would love for that to become reality on this realm for my brother Jericho, because he would shit himself if he was here and that actually happened and we get to watch an episode of us going out for 1 week playing the music that we play in each space that we play at. It's whatever. I'm going to talk to him about that. I'm going to talk to you about music. I love you.
And just to clarify,
Oh, yeah.
I guess just to clarify, I mean, if it doesn't seem like we're, talking about music, right? The truth is we are, right? We're, exactly, this is music, right? If we're talking about, the flesh and what it means to, have shitmates, and what it means to have love in the flesh and love beyond, and what it means to be employed by the universe, and what it means to to gain and to lose things in the flesh. I mean, this is music. I mean, this is the same as music to me. Is things. Yeah, it's things that I'm things that I'm thinking, things that I'm feeling, and I think to me, that's music. It is music. It's beyond hearing. It's beyond just organized sound. It's thinking and feeling.
May the divine providence that created everything, all the beings and all the things and all the existences, bless your path, my brother, and shed light upon you of which you didn't even know existed, dude, and make all the fucking crooked places and the unnecessary lessons, not that there are any unnecessary lessons, much easier to digest and maneuver through, and all your storms be fucking maneuverable, man. I pray, dude. Had to resonate it into the universe.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
it's like, when you shake something into place, that's what I just
Oh, gotcha, yeah.
It's just a note.
Well, I kind of feel the same way when I'm playing trombone, right? Because I can feel those vibrations. Yeah.
Talk to me about... Please tell me about the way your body and your facial bones resonate when you're playing and how that makes your brain feel, please.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, so what I play is a brass instrument or a wind instrument, and that starts with learning how to vibrate from the head, from the body, and that starts, I guess, if I were to start from the very beginning, starts with, yeah.
No, keep going.
Oh, that's, yeah, that starts with something that we need to survive, which is breathing, right? So something that we need to survive, we learn to control that living aspect, that breathing, right? And so once we have that under control, we can start to use that control to vibrate our being, vibrate my lips. Yeah, vibrate my lips, and that vibration, I mean, the literal thing that's happening is that my vibrations of my being, of my lips, of my breath, of my body are being amplified by the instrument, right? The instrument is not some separate entity that decides it wants to speak or not, right? The vibrations that I am controlling are amplified by my trombone, and it's showcasing my vibrations, my being. That's literally what's happening when I'm playing the trombone.
You are vibrating from the tips of your toes, from earth, actually.
Yeah.
From the earth, up your legs, and into your spine, and out of your this area of your face.
Yeah.
Of which you use to convey ideas.
Yeah, it's
and
crazy.
You're doing that in a room. Do you know how a bumblebee flies? I'll hold it, Mike. I got you. You hold it, Mike. You got it.
I would like to hear your explanation.
Yes, sir. So bumblebees, their actual wings, apparently, I read this online, I could be wrong. I don't have a Jamie to pull anything up. I am the team. But like, bumblebees fly because they have a cavity in the center of their bodies that they resonate a frequency into that allows them to levitate. Their actual wings are too small for the size of their body to be able to fly on this existence.
That's awesome.
And since learning that, if the idea is to gain light, I have been utilizing it to pray. That's all I have to say about the subject.
I don't know. This doesn't follow, but I was brought back to. I've been wanting to mention ever since you brought it up, the idea of the shipmates, and that analogy spoke to me, because it's enough to. It's like when your ship lands somewhere and you interact, you transact with people, wherever your port is. But when it comes to the people who are actually on your ship, I think that is those are the people who you're truly making that journey with. And sometimes you land in a port and shipmates may not be shipmates after certain days. Sometimes for whatever reason, they are moving to another ship. Sometimes they make their own choice, or sometimes you've made a choice with them, or sometimes you just wake up and they might not be there. But the fact that we have a ship and that we have people on it, I think is a defining feature of life, that we have this ship and we have people on it. And yeah.
You said in a chord, and when you said that, it ignited my spirit, and I truly was like, we're in a chord. Like, because we resonate.
Yeah.
We're harmonious. We're not dissonant. We can be dissonant also and be in a chord.
Yeah, for sure.
Words are funny. Why do people use that word?
Chords?
An accord.
Oh, in a chord? Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Why do
I get it.
people
I
use
get
that
it.
phrase?
I get it. Yeah.
Dude, it just clicked in my brain when you said that. Sorry, I'm grabbing a pen. I need to write something. What dictates?
Go for it.
Here, can you ask the question, Habeen, please? What dictates a good shipmate? I'm gonna write this down with a pen.
Would you like me to answer as well? What makes a good
Yes,
shipmate?
Please ask it into the mic and answer it.
So the question is, what makes a good shipmate? And I think instead of needing a long list of qualifications that are only with respect to you, or only with respect to your shipmate, I think the ideal shipmates are the ones that they themselves have invited their own beings to be on that ship with you, and you are inviting them to be on the ship with you. It's that dual invitation of being shipmates that makes the very definition of a shipmate.
In the fact that the shipmates are not random, and possibly in a lot of lifetimes we're the same. That part has been really harping on me, because I've been meditating a lot and trying to do like not past life regression or nothing like that, but I am connecting my soul with the souls of those who came before me, who made this possible for me to be able to come here forth into this realm and do whatever it is that I'm doing right now. And through that, I feel like I've seen Jericho, and I've known Jericho for so long. And all the people that I fell in love with, not romantically, but truly, have really fallen in love with as humans. All of them I've known their faces forever. I'm gonna write this down. What dictates a good shipment? Like, I just need this because I still haven't made the list of the questions I should ask people. That's a great question.
Yeah.
I'm doing this as I go. I am improvising this entire thing.
Yeah.
So, dictates a good. Please continue with whatever you would like.
Yeah. I'm trying to recall. It's funny because I think even as we look into past or future lives, and we think about that the people that we know that would appear not randomly but surely, it's I don't even think that sense in which people are sure to appear has to be a reflection of the flesh, right? I think that even if the flesh were different, that relationship, that spirit, that love is what remains constant through past and future lives.
It is in accord with your contract. Of whatever contract I signed to accept this responsibility of being this human being that I am today.
Yeah.
And I keep saying that my ancestors sent me when I was on this journey.
Mm-hmm.
Like, whenever I went to a room, may I speak into the mic? Thank you. Whenever I went into a room that I haven't been in, or somebody that allowed me to sleep the night or something or anything or whatever space I was in, even if I'm outside like here, I'm going to clean up. Part of my ritual of doing these episodes is me cleaning up the surrounding area of any debris or trash that I see. Just because my ancestors sent me, and the idea is to make every space I touch, because I come from nomadic people who live in the desert, who are extra hospitable to people, because you never know if it's a human being, a demon, or an angel that fucking stopped by. And these are tales of the desert that I grew up listening to and hearing through my mother and her mom and their mom and their mom and their mom and all that. Connecting with ancestors is one of the most powerful things we are allowed to do on this realm, because it will give you purpose if you're lost. The idea is to continue to make sure that you are distracted by a lot of things so you don't have the time to think about you or why you're here. And that's all I see wherever I go, other than the dreams that I see all the time and the magic that I look at every day. Because the fact that sun sets blows my mind every day. Truly, the fact that that's for free and that's just outside. I can go outside. Yesterday I went outside and guess what? There was a double rainbow on that side of the fucking sky. It was raining, sprinkling, not raining heavy, sprinkling. On the other side, there was an aura around the sun as it was setting. I have a video. Post a video right here, Kay. Thank you, Kay. I love you very much, Habeen. I want to ask you about your favorite musicians and like what inspires you when you're playing music and writing. Please. And books that you like.
Yeah, that's a big question. Yeah, favorite musicians. I think this will sound silly and might be partially a cop out, but we'll see. I mean, my favorite musicians are the ones where I walk into a room that I might not know. I walk into a room where I see musicians that I might not know, and I am caught by surprise. I am caught by surprise by a musician that I don't know who they are currently, but their being for music surprises me and gives me new insight, because I haven't had a chance to hear them, to be with them yet, and because they've introduced themselves through that music. I mean, that's just, it's a glorious experience to be in the presence of a musician you don't know and to have them surprise you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think we're getting kicked out of here. It's 3 o'clock.
Yeah. Let's wrap it up.
I mean, tell them, tell the camera. Where can they find you online? Where can they find your music? We're working on an album together. This documentary is about Habeen is the trombonist of this band.
I'm a trombonist. I think it's funny because one thing that I wanted to say was, by trade I am.
Alright, we're making a documentary. You're good. How are you?
Sorry. Megan. I didn't turn
It's about fast. No, you're good. Don't worry about it.
Hello.
We're live. Sorry.
Oh. Okay.
It's my studio. This is Megan. Here.
This is Megan. She works at Fat Tuesdays. We literally play music here all the time. Fats Fairfax, excuse me.
Hi, Megan.
Hi, everybody.
Have a wonderful day at work. Thank you so much for hosting us and giving us the space to do this.
Absolutely. Do you want me to turn the music down?
Absolutely not. We're here talking about music. Thank you. Actually, we might get sued because we're using it. But it's fine. We're almost done. We're wrapping up. We've been here for like 40 minutes.
I can just turn it down.
Heard.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So considerate up in this bitch. Welcome to Nova. Come see us.
Yeah, I mean, so what I was saying was, where can you find me? I mean, I was gonna say by trade, by who employs me, I'm a student, right? I'm learning how to be a researcher. I'm learning how to be.
We need more of this. She's gonna turn the music on.
Yeah.
Please continue.
Yeah.
We have time.
I'm learning how to do technical research. I'm learning how to be a part of academia right now, and that's by trade. That's where I'm at. But it's funny when I was reflecting when you sent me this invitation, because this was an invitation as me, Habeen, the musician, not me, Habeen, the student, or me, Habeen, even the human who's living and struggling right now. It's just me. It's me, the musician, and that
Thriving, man.
yeah, living and thriving.
I see you. You are here. You woke up today. You are electric.
Yeah, and I think that meant a lot to me, to be invited here as Habeen, the musician, and that meant a lot to me. So I thank you so much.
Inside with you, it's nothing but a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
You are such a G at your instrument. The way you play is the way you play is very fluid and very not just complimentary to the song. You are an actual force to be reckoned with on stage, good sir. And Jericho would say the same exact thing. I love you very much, dude. We're gonna take more time and we're gonna expand upon this, and we'll see you at the studio. And then you already plugged your Instagram in. People, you know where to find him. Thank you so much. I'm KB. I'm your host. I love you all so much. Spread light. Cut.